Welcome to the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast with your host, Emmett Muckles. Please visit iTunes, Stitcher, or emmettmuckles.com to listen to all the episodes for free.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast. This is Emmett Muckles. I have a really quick podcast because I just wanted to talk to you. Actually, I wanted to thank everybody with the last podcast that we did. It did crazy numbers, and I am so thankful for all of you who downloaded. So please go to emmettmuckles.com, leave a comment, or better yet, here's the best thing you can do. Go to iTunes, download the podcast. It's Billionaire Lifestyle, Emmett Muckles hosts, how to find it, and rate the show. That would give me some great benefits. I'm praying for you to leave me some comments. If you can, do it. If you can't, I understand. I just really wanted to talk about something because I turned on the television, which I don't do very often, but I had a few minutes before I had to leave, so I turned on the TV, and various news shows were on. And then last week I was in Dallas, Texas, and in the hotel room, there's nothing but the TV. You put the TV on just to make noise so that you don't feel like you're encapsulated in silence. And what I found out was every news, there was something about our 45th president of the White House. And some of it was just so it just didn't serve anything. It seemed like little proselytizing or someone who just wanted attention. And I, for one, I remember when men said what they were going to do, did it, and then if they didn't do it, they really didn't talk about it. But men used to have this thing called an economy of words. Economy of words. When I listen to our president, sometimes I literally just want to say, stop talking. He reminds me of that person who must have the last word, no matter how irrelevant or important the last word is. And it's mind-blowing. And, I'm not against Trump. I'm really not. But I'm not a pro-Trump person for president. He's my great entertainer. I used to love him. No, I can't say that. I didn't even really like him on his own show because it seems like he talked like he needed to be important. He needed the attention. He needed to show that he had authority over these stars or whoever else. And it was just a personality quirk, but I never thought that this person would be commander in charge. Now, I am going to give this man a great deal of kudos because he did a feat that was, it's not easy for the average American, even if you're rich, to become commander in chief of the United States of America. It is just simply a really hard job. And this guy had enough savvy, moxie, and just gumption to get it done. I've never seen someone who just plowed forward no matter what. And it was almost like, I'm not going to even talk about it. I don't want to get too deep in it. Like I said, I'm not against him. I'm not for him. I'm not for him. You know what I'm saying? And his principles, because they're so clouded because he said too many things. He said so much that I don't really know what he's about. And the things that I think I know about him are not that positive. So, I'm just kind of weary on hearing output vocally and thought-wise from our 45th president. I have nothing against the president. That's a really hard job. And you have 300 and some odd, I think 370 million people who are always looking at what you do, what you wear, and which mind boggles me. Maybe it's just like that kid who gets up, that kid who's really a ham inside, but he's never given the attention. And then all of a sudden they say, here, come up to the front of the class. We want you to read a story. And he hams it up. He just does everything but read the story. And the teacher somehow left the room to go to the bathroom. So everyone has to endure it. Like I said, I have nothing against this person. It's just I feel that I don't need him for influence. You can tell I didn't vote for him, but that's fine. You know, I'm not going to say who I voted for, but I didn't vote for that one. I was just not really impressed with anybody, really. And that's part of the problem with our process is we only really have this or that. You can get with this or you can get with that. Everybody else, even if you did, only thing you would satisfy is that person who is running, you know, if they're a libertarian or Constitution Party. The only thing you're really doing is giving them some kudos for running and satisfying something in yourself to say, yeah, I voted. But having said all that, I'm just tired. Be quiet a little bit, Mr. Trump. Please. Just stop tweeting so much. Stop having thought vomit. That's it. Our president has thought vomit. Please stop. Hey, guys, remember, somebody does love you. And this is just my rant day. I really want to thank everybody who downloaded the podcast of last that I posted on Sunday at emmettmuckles.com, and you can find it on the Billionaire Lifestyle LLC, and you can find it on the Billionaire Lifestyle in Twitter. No, not Twitter. In iTunes and Stitcher. So the podcast and the blog post I was talking about at emmettmuckles.com is Fake News Birth, Media Bias, and Infotainment. And John Daly was the guest, and he was the former host of Real TV. This is like one of the first reality news shows. And one thing that he said that was so poignant to me, he said, even back then, even though it was reality TV, he said, we had to verify all the things that we were going to put on air to make sure that what we said was factual and could best be represented. And today, because of the fact that we have a reality TV where we just want content that is stirring to us, we've gotten away from that. So please, that is one of the best shows, most informative, that hits home to my heart because I am such I'm not anti-media. I'm just pro really good content. Content that, particularly in journalism, that is fact-based, that is researched, and that doesn't just spew like teenagers do when they're in high school when they don't like someone. That's what it really feels like to me. Not only that, but just fact-based things. Let me know that I can believe and I can reiterate what you gave me as far as knowledge. With that, live your billionaire lifestyle. Remember, life is about passion. It is not about money. Because you can have a passionless job, make good gobs of money, and you'll be very unhappy. There's plenty of people who were million and billionaires and who just who checked out because they were not happy. They weren't living their passion. There's plenty of people who are just getting by, and they are the richest people on earth because they have the basic necessities and they're living their passion. Go find yours. That's what this life is about. I'm Emmett Muckles. Till next time, peace and love.